Welcome guys, in this video I'm gonna explain why should we learn Python. So Python is a really good programming language from my perspective because it allows me to do things faster and to do things easily. So I'm gonna explain the aspects why you should learn Python by yourself. Okay, so the rise of data science. You know that currently the trend of the data science is really huge because everything is basically playing with the data. For example, if you see the e-commerce website, if you see Google, if you see artificial intelligence, if you see all sort of things that are related to data, you know, they are using Python. So Python is the one of the top languages in data science. I think the top language, most used language in data science. Alright, so that can be one of the reasons you can actually learn Python. Also because of the rise of the jobs in Python is also indicating that you need to or you should learn Python. Technical and non-technical aspects of Python. You know, there are people who actually say that Python is really easy language and the syntax are really easy, no semicolon, no parentheses or curly brackets, and this is really easy and this is for the kids. This is really wrong because programming is all about problem solvings and algorithms. It's not that syntax should not be given priority. It is, but we cannot give it as the top priority. The top priority is that how we solve problems. The top priority is that how smartly we solve the problem. How it's not about learning the syntax at all. Also, Python has a lot of built-in functions which will make your life easier, such as like sorting, finding the minimum, finding the maximum. You don't get all these sort of functions in other languages. Python follow the object-oriented programming paradigm, so you can actually, if you're from any other programming language, it is really easier to learn or convert your knowledges into Python. Also, another thing is that automation can be done with Python. If I'm not mistaken, if you remember the story of a programmer who actually automated all the stuff or most of the stuff in his office by using Python, and so that he could actually escape a lot of tasks. So you can actually do that in your workplace as well. So automation can be done easily with Python. Also, there are some other automations such as like you heard of Google crawler, which actually crawl information from websites to website. So you can actually make web crawler with Python as well. So there are some other things like automation things can be done with Python, such as like Raspberry Pi automation. And yeah, Python is a great tool or great language for automation. Okay, so as Python is growing, community support of Python is also getting bigger. What can you do with Python? Basically everything. So this is amazing that you can develop website, desktop application, game development. I think right now it is their app development also can be done with Python. So for web development, Django is one of the best framework out there. My website yjancoder.com also is being built with Django. So I needed around like 3 days to develop the core features of the website as the beginner. Trust me, I was a beginner. But if I was an expert, it could have been taken not more than I think 10 or 15 hours. So this is really cool thing that you can develop faster, develop scalable, most secure website with Django. Also, there are some other Python frameworks such as like Flask, Web2Py, Pyramid, etc. For the desktop application, you can actually use Tkinter or Kinter, whatever you say. Also, there are Kiwi, etc. Desktop app development framework. For the game development framework, you can have Pygame. Also, there are really famous game development frameworks which I haven't yet explored, but you can search it into the internet. Okay, so Python is great for making everything basically. Along with the data science, big giants that are using Python, Instagram, For example, using Django Python framework for their backend. So if you're using Instagram, uploading your photos, know that Python is being used by Instagram to build their backend. Also, official language, one of the official languages in Python, Google and YouTube is using Python for view videos, control templates of their website, administer video, access to canonical data, and many more things. So everywhere in YouTube, Python is there. Code.google.com, which is a website for basically from Google for the developers. So yeah, this is a website also which is using Python. So Dropbox, which is a cloud storage, you can share files everywhere. So Dropbox is also using Python as their backend. Also Reddit, the discussion website where you fight over things, where you express your opinions. This is a really famous website for discussing, and other social news website also. This is also regarded as social news website. So they're using Python as their backend language as well. Also there are many other websites which are using Python. So this is really great that the big giants are using Python for their backend, for their working with data science. So this is a really big motivation for you to learn Python. So if people are saying Python is a really old language, you don't learn it, this is wrong. Python is a really good language. You need to learn it for solving things, for building things really faster. So I hope that you are convinced why you should learn Python. If you are not yet convinced, go and Google why you should learn Python. If you like this video, subscribe, thumbs up. See you into another video.